The Donny Sports Podcast.
Welcome back to the Donny Sports Podcast with Tommy and Jordan, live from the Kingston Hotel. You're fired up, Jordan.
G'day, everyone. I am, in fact, fired up, ready to go. Lovely Wednesday. Happy Wednesday, everyone.
Happy Wednesday, everyone. Were you about to cheers me?
I was.
You know who needs a cheers? Josh Pryor on our Instagram.
What's happened with
He's
Josh?
saying that every time he looks at the podcast, our beers look flat, warm, and it makes him sad.
Well, I'm pleased to let you know, Josh, that they are cold
and
frothy.
And they taste so much more delicious. And why is that, Jordan?
Because we're at the CAC, mate.
Because we're at the Caxton Hotel once again. And we're trying to break the record. We're trying to put in more shifts here than the bar staff, I think.
We're doing well. The punch card is sliding up.
We're here again on Saturday night.
Yep.
As well as not many people listen to this podcast. I do say that we got a good little audience. We got a good little audience that listens to it.
If you're listening to now,
yeah.
Hello.
But I think that everybody that does listen to the podcast was also here on Saturday night.
Yeah, fuck.
Because people were coming up to us and saying that they like it.
Us is a stretch.
Yeah, well, okay. I wasn't trying to put
Maybe I look different off camera.
It's funny that you say I'm not a man of the people, and yet a man of the people I was Saturday night.
That's not true. They come up to you and go, fuck, I know you from TikTok. What's your name?
I just go, mate, I'm with my mates tonight. No photos. Come on.
Why don't you guys leave me alone?
Oh, I just want to come to the most demographically intense place I could ever be.
Yeah.
No, I love it, mate.
I want to visit my target audience and not get noticed.
No, we hung out with a few Donnies on Saturday night. It was good, Josh. As well.
Shout out, Josh. Hope you enjoyed that.
Frothies with us. It was good stuff.
That CC and dry, mate.
It was.
I came through.
Yeah,
you called
did.
me out on the Facebook group. If you haven't joined the Facebook group, you're missing out because you would have got a free drink on Saturday.
It was funny. Josh was wearing all BBB stuff.
Yeah.
We've got one.
We've
grabbed at least one. He's jumped ship.
We took him.
Because there's two of ours. I think they put out 6 or 7 podcasts a week over there. So I think we got it for at least 2. At least 2 a week is on our side.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, how
CC and
about
dry,
these
though?
fucking flashlights we walked in here this afternoon?
Yeah, had to go with them before.
I don't know what's So I think it's called Kitty Caps. We're not sponsored. It's definitely not an ad.
Yeah, not an ad.
Das and Klutz, sort that out. You can't just be... I know, but I left the ski masks in here last week. They've left them in here this week. Gee, Sterling's going to come up here and shut this shit down. There's sus going on up here.
Yeah, a bit weird. I didn't expect to walk in and see a vagina looking at me.
No. Rarely do I ever expect to see a vagina.
Speak for yourself, mate.
But no, we had a great time. We had...
You got to go over the road more.
Saturday night, we went and saw the West Tigers. Is that the final nail in the coffin for the West Tigers, or do they have further depths to go?
I hope so.
That's it. It's getting harder and harder to rag on them. But I do have, before we get into our weekends, I did see something on the way in. Yeah. It got sent to me. So the West Tigers have put out their Anzac Day jersey.
Right.
And they've got American soldiers on it with M4s instead of Australian soldiers.
Fuck me.
And it's just like when will this end?
Top to bottom, that organisation.
It's just all fucked.
It's knocking on left, right, and centre.
There's ruck infringements left, right, and centre at the Tigers. It's just funny now. It's hard to rip into them. It's just like, if you haven't seen it, I assume it's still on their Facebook.
Yeah.
They've put it up and all the comments are just like, I don't even know how to feel anymore. Yeah. Well, probably they've lost feeling.
They're used to getting let down. They're just, it's more of the old, more of the same.
More of the same. But no, we got to see them before they finally get phased out of the league. So it was nice to get that notch on the belt.
Yep.
It was a very fun weekend. My taking the piss though.
Ran into Klutzy while we were there too.
We did. Yeah. We did run into Klutzy. Yeah. Called me a cuck in the stadium.
Absolutely,
put me
you got to.
On the BBB story again. It's good. It's fun to get exposure in that kind of way. You know,
I love it.
Often I'd think maybe for how well we do as a podcast, maybe for some of the funny clips. No. You're a cuck. And that's where all the BBB boys have come from. Even when I put up that story on the weekend saying how I'm not a man of the people, let me know what your favourite show was growing up.
Yeah.
Thomas the Cuck Engine was one of them. Cuckton Planet was another. Honestly, grow up.
That's so good.
Grow up.
No, don't. That's excellent.
But my taking the piss this week.
Okay.
This pains me to no end.
Right.
Red Rooster, you're taking the piss. Red Rooster, you are taking the piss.
Here we go.
I never thought I'd say this.
You come around.
I assume it's Red Rooster, but what it actually is the Red Rooster masquerading as a Red Rooster at Suncorp Stadium is taking the piss.
Not a
You
fan.
are liars. You are cheats. You are absolutely deceiving all your loyal customers. Jordan, it is absolutely taking me for a wind-up, all right? So I get told
stunned.
by you last week on the podcast
Yep.
there is, in fact, a Red Rooster
Couple
at
of them.
Suncorp Stadium.
Yep.
2 of them. And I get so excited because, as you know, Red Rooster is home of the
Mate,
best and greatest fast food this
saw
country has to
your
offer.
eyes lit up, last week when I told you that.
We come to the Caxton. I got a burger for lunch. We're here from 2 o'clock.
Yeah, big one.
Losing on ponies, as we
Yeah.
do so well. $400 down the drain. Gamble responsibly.
I've never seen $400 go down so quick.
Unless we're over the road. And then so we go, I get told we're going to the Red Rooster at Suncorp Stadium. On the
Yep.
way there, you boys stop at the subway activation.
They're giving out
And
free Subways.
Dude, I was so excited for Red Rooster. I was almost angry that we were wasting our appetites.
Almost angry.
I still
You
ate
were
the Subway.
angry.
I still ate the Subway. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But we march over to the Red Rooster, and I put it on the story. KFC could never be in a stadium as divine, as nice as Suncorp Stadium. One thing before we get too far into this, Suncorp Stadium, it's a lot of things. It's the home of the Broncos, the home of the Dolphins. Cowboys lease it and own it from time to time when they play the Broncos.
Not
It's
this year.
home. It's home of Queensland State of Origin.
Yeah.
Really, it's the home. It's my second home.
It's the home of rugby league, mate.
And what I love the most about it, yes, it's the footy that gets played there. Absolutely. But what it does better than the footy is it gives idiots a chance to learn how to walk for the first time. And this is something that you can't give people out in public, because when
What are you
people
talking about?
they are learning to walk in Suncorp Stadium, I'm pretty sure, the way that they maneuver through the massively wide corridors of Suncorp Stadium defies belief. It honestly defies belief. There is signs everywhere, numbers everywhere. And you know who it always is? It's the people that have printed out their tickets. They're always the most lost.
Yes.
They are always the most lost.
You'd have to think that these people haven't been there before, maybe.
Oh, bro, but even if you haven't, it is one of the most easiest stadiums to get around with
Yeah.
in the whole country. And they just diddle-daddle. They diddle-daddle. They mosey.
They mosey.
They mosey. They got nowhere
They
to
saunter. They saunter.
be. And you just know these people, as soon as they find their seats, push past everyone in the row going, oh, gotta go get some food now. Push right past.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
the stadium etiquette on some of these people is just non-existent. But getting back to the main point of Red Rooster,
Okay.
I need to show you something. I need to show you a picture.
All right.
I go to the Red Rooster at Suncorp Stadium, and I use the term Red Rooster very, very loosely, Jordan.
Right.
Does this look like a Ripper sub to you?
That's the Rippers I know, mate.
Mate, that is not the Rippers you know and love.
So,
Now,
would you say...
for the keen-eyed viewers at home, yes, you are correct. The famous and delicious Red Rooster did change their recipe a year ago. But even if this was trying to pass off as the old recipe tender in the Ripper sub,
Right.
it is failing miserably. These are just the chicken tenders that you get at Suncorp Stadium.
That is a Ripper.
They've chucked into a bun. Put lettuce on it, and called it a Ripper sub. I got a Ripper sub, Red Rooster chips,
Yeah.
and a water,
Yeah.
$23.
Fuck.
Now, everybody knows stadium prices go up and whatever, but if you're a Red Rooster, can you tell me how a large Ripper box that comes with the wings and potato and gravy will only run you $16.95? Everybody knows it. It's only $16.95.
So you got a $5 stadium surcharge there. That's
More.
not terrible.
That's $10.
17 to 23.
True.
Fuck, really?
No, not 10, but no,
that's $6.
But it wasn't. No, it's more than that, because
whatever
the
it is.
Ripper box
Yeah.
comes with potato and gravy and chicken wings,
I see
and
what
it's
you're saying.
still $5 cheaper.
And you're arguing that it's better quality too.
I'm not arguing it's better quality. It's very blatantly obvious.
I mean,
that the quality
listen.
is lacking severely at the Red Rooster masquerade at Suncorp Stadium.
I'm less shocked at the Red Rooster and more shocked that you went to a stadium and thought you'd get the best food you've ever had.
No. Don't try and pass me off as some kind of dunce. Don't try and act like I'm learning
You
to
know
walk
what it
Bambi
is?
style at Suncorp
You
Stadium.
know what it is, mate?
That's not what is it.
The last few times you've gone there,
Here we
you've
fucking
watched the
go.
game behind glass.
Yeah, well, whoever is acting like that's a Red Rooster has got something to do with glass as well, I'm telling you. That is not a Red Rooster. That is not a Red Rooster.
I don't know. I saw the logo on the bag.
Yeah, it begs the question: is Red Rooster aware of this? Does Red Rooster know this is going on? Because Mr. Rooster wouldn't be very happy. I say he'd be red in the face if he saw the display that they're pumping out. I understand that the measures that costs have to be cut.
Maybe it's time the rooster crows and wakes them all up. Let them know.
The rooster's calling and I'm not picking up.
Hit us with a rooster crow.
Cock-a-doodle-doo.
Fuck, that was terrible.
Is it bad that I didn't need to look up the price of a large ripper bar?
Did you know that off the top of your head?
Off the dome, baby! Off the dome!
Fuck.
But no, that's my take in the piss. They're absolutely... They're pretending to be Red Rooster and they're not Red Rooster, and I won't stand for it because it's KFC schmucks like you that'll walk in there, have a ripper sub and tell me, oh, this isn't good fast food. Yeah,
but I'm not of the illusion that I'm going into the stadium to get a fantastic meal.
No.
You got something that looked like a ripper roll.
Right, if there was a Macca's in the stadium and you went in and got a Big Mac
bets are off.
and instead you got a steak sandwich,
no,
you'd be like, hey, this isn't in fact a Big Mac at all.
The difference is my good man Ronald would not let that happen. There would be the finest Macca's in the restaurant, in the stadium.
Or maybe
anywhere.
If it wasn't for little cheapskates and punks like you not going to Red Rooster, they wouldn't need to pretend to have one in Suncorp Stadium.
There's a reason that no one goes to those Red Roosters, mate.
No.
There's a reason there's a rumour that they deal drugs out the drive-thru.
No. People frequent Red Rooster. It's a lie that they don't. It's an absolute lie.
Person frequents Red Rooster. It's you.
But that's my taking the piss this week.
Right.
At least for the Wednesday pod. I'll hit you with something spicy on Friday that I've been cooking up, but it really disappointed me.
How are we not sponsored yet by Red Rooster? I think it's every week so far.
I think it was Clarkie's column commented on the TikTok when you walked off.
Yeah.
He's like, there's no way that this podcast isn't sponsored by Red Rooster.
He's not wrong. Reach out, Red Rooster. Well, I've got a take in the piss too, actually, for this one.
I fogged up on that, Jordan.
I know. I could tell you're getting angry. Cheeks are getting red.
They're just lying. But yeah. What's your take in the piss?
We got our look jacked. Someone stole our look.
And
style jacked.
We got style jacked.
So last week, we've come out with our plan to steal Ben Hunt.
Yes.
People have taken notice.
Oh, really? Well, I'd expect them to.
So now there's a big designer brand, and they're selling stocking face covers.
You're joking.
I'm not kidding. Hang on, give me a sec. I'll show you the thing. But if that doesn't prove that we're onto something here with stealing Ben Hunt and they're getting the army ready.
Are they of any affiliation to the Red V Army or Ben Hunt? One would have to ask that question, beg that question.
No affiliation, mate, but there you go.
That's us. I don't know what to tell you.
So shout out to Mason Margrilia.
You cheats.
$510.
Oh, that's cheaper than the one I got for you.
But comes in black.
That looks so much worse.
Look at it.
I dare say that's not a stocking, but a veil, Geordie.
I don't know. I think...
A thin veil trying to copy us.
Well, I'm just appalled, really.
That's pretty disgusting. Well, Ben Hunt heard our cry.
Yep.
And he took the motivation of trying to escape, and he funneled that into a game where he pumped your Dolphins at the weekend.
No.
Pumped them to within an inch of their life.
Don't remember
Filled
that.
in their blowholes with his Ben Hunt dong.
Don't remember that. I don't think it happened.
If you think that you can't beat the Dragons and you're going to come out to Cowboy Town and try and beat them this weekend, you were in for another thing, my friend.
No, I was watching the horse racing.
Yeah, listen, I didn't watch... the games were on at the CAC, as obviously they would be.
Yep.
It's the best and greatest pub in the world, but I wouldn't have the footy on all games of the round. They're on KO, I believe. But we watched all the footy here on the weekend. We're a little bit more focused on how we're getting absolutely pumped on the horsies, on the
Couldn't
ponies.
pick one, eh?
Oh, I picked one.
What?
And then you put that on the fucking Tigers line, you absolute dunce.
Me?
Gamble responsibly. But
don't throw me under the bus. That was your idea.
But... I just don't see how you could really believe that you're going to beat the Cowboys this weekend. Few stats about the Dolphins and the Cowboys. Dolphins yet to ever even score a try against the Cowboys.
Fuck.
The Dolphins yet to ever beat the Cowboys.
Wow.
The Dolphins yet to even show up for a game against the Cowboys. They've been so scared for their entire existence.
Keep talking, mate. The last time you talked this much shit against the BBB boys And their Darcy's Broncos. What happened that weekend?
I don't want to hear it.
Huh?
I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. What happened was...
So you talk shit and you curse them, so keep going.
I stand by this. The Cowboys have actually, in fact, never lost a game of rugby league. We've had games of rugby league stolen from us and robbed, which you sign up for with a name like the Cowboys. You willingly stepping into the wild, wild west when you take on that moniker of the Cowboy.
Well, I'm going to throw on that $510 fucking face mask and go steal the game for the Dolphins.
You're going to have to steal it from us for our cold, dead cowboy hairs. But I don't know how many more times I can put that meme up of that cowboy crying on a Sunday night. It breaks my heart every time.
Pretty rough.
What are we going to do? Have a little bet on this?
I think so. I had an idea for it too.
Go on, hit me.
So I think next week, whoever's team loses, they've got to wear the other team's jersey on the podcast.
Oh, so I either wear my Cowboys jersey or my Dolphins jersey.
That's the way. That's the way.
No, yeah.
I tried to get a Dolphins jersey. They're all sold out.
How about we go a step further? A little bit step further, because I heard your little thing about the jersey. We spoke about it briefly off air, breaking the fourth wall there, and I thought, I'm going to save this for the podcast. How about we take this a step further?
Right.
The Mount Smart Joker, as well as there's a Bulldogs page out there whose name I forget right now, and I feel awful about it. Bulldogzilla or something of the kind. We were, obviously a few weeks back, maybe a month ago now, we're making fun of the face paint that some of these boys wear.
Oh yeah,
and since then, the Bulldogs and the Warriors have been commenting. I have been winning a lot of games, and they've been tagging me in things with these pages.
Yep.
How about whoever loses next week?
Get fucked.
Whoever loses next week, I think should wear the opposite team's face paint on the Wednesday pod, unless you're a chicken. You wouldn't happen to be a chicken, would you, Jordan?
No, mate, I'm a Dolphin through and through. You're on.
We're going to paint you up something pretty.
Yeah, I'm going to regret that. Where's the game?
It's in North Queensland.
Fantastic.
Now, should we get into some sports stuff?
I think so. I think it's been long enough.
I've got some stuff down here from you. Jordan, you got something about the dissent rule in the AFL you wanted to talk about.
So, do you know what that dissent rule is?
Yeah, it's kind of like how your little pansy sport is acting like pansies all the time, right? Are you allowed to say pansy anymore?
I'll allow it.
All right, I think you're allowed. If you're not, preemptive apology if you're not allowed to.
Although the AFL would call that dissent. So the whole dissent rule is that you can't talk back to the umpire. You can't. Big thing is like raising your hands and like making a physical show of it. So it came up twice on the weekend, and one of them in a pivotal fucking game right at the end there. GWS versus Carlton.
Yep.
And GWS made a tackle. It was holding the ball, easily holding the ball.
Yep.
And then I think it was Cornelio.
Okay.
He turns around the umpire and goes, "How's that not a free kick?"
Yep.
So if you're watching closely, the AFL have uncovered the most offensive gesture that humans can do. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you...
What is this? We're an audio podcast.
Put it on TikTok.
I'll put that on the TikTok. That is the most offensive thing known to man.
Everyone knows it. You stick your hands out and go, "What are you talking about?
What are you talking about? What are you talking about?"
How's that not a free kick?
That's what people should do when they come and see us. They shouldn't say, "Who are
No, listen,
you?"
that's a fast track to a fight. If you come up to me and go like this, we're punching on out the front.
I like that though. Come up. If you see one of us at the CAC, just give us a
Come on.
No, give us a, what are you doing? This way, my ego gets inflated when I bump into people.
That's true.
And I'll bump into someone at the CAC, accidentally being a clumsy man, and he goes, "What are you doing?" I'll go, "Thanks for listening, bro."
We're going to get swung on.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah. So there you go, boys. This is the most offensive fucking gesture you could ever do. I wasn't going to hit you. Is that what you thought?
Well, I don't know. Got a little bit heated in here for a second. Now, speaking of the AFL, I saw this headline from Code Sports. Now, this doesn't actually have anything to do with the AFL. It's just the headline got me thinking.
Right.
So, the headline reads, "Footy Translator, what Chris Scott says versus what he means."
Okay.
And I thought, so it's literally an article about putting words in someone's mouth. Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
They do it anyway.
And so I thought, well, I'm not going to read that because AFL sucks. No, I like the AFL. But I thought, well, I could do this for some NRL stories that come out this week. So I read what the reporter says.
Okay.
But then I can translate to the common man, of which I am one, and let them know what they actually meant.
All right. I like it.
And just as I'm thinking this,
Yep.
Paul Kent, of just one of the best blokes in the game, everyone loves him, goes on this tirade on NRL 360, and I thought, how am I going to pull the clip from that? How am I going to... Don't worry. Not only did he embarrass himself on 360, he put it in text form for me to read.
Oh, fantastic.
To the group. So
there you go.
For those of you that didn't see, Jermaine Salmon, the weak-gutted dog, as dubbed by Ricky Stewart, scored the try that put them over the 50-point mark and put it down and screamed out to the Raiders fans, weak-gutted dog. And everyone goes, story goes full circle, happy as, everyone's happy.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, what's he got to
Paul
say?
Kent's not very happy. Let me read some excerpts from this absolutely amazing article.
Is he ever happy?
Never happy. The headline, Ivan Cleary toying with NRL gods after Ricky Stewart karma comment. It revives a common criticism of the Panthers around the game, namely, they lack class. All right, Kenty. The classiest man in league. Apparently, winning premierships has vindicated such behaviour. The public response from Penrith bordered on mute, which I don't think is true at all. If you go to any single Instagram page that has a sniff of Jerome Luai, it ain't mute, bruh. It ain't mute. They hit the stage last year, rubbing Parramatta's nose in the grand final defeat, belittling the Eels as they celebrated their win. If the Panthers had been taught to act with a little class, taught that such things as manners and respect still exist in this world, then maybe Jerome Luai might not have delivered a disastrous best man speech at Brian To'o's wedding that left young Mrs. To'o with a memory that has forever stained her biggest day. What a load of whack. What the fuck? In case each instance alone can be defended, he listed a bunch of things that he doesn't like and a bunch of different controversies.
Right.
In case each case alone can be defended, they continue to pile up. The Panthers really are stacking a case as the NRL's ugliest brand. A title held very, very closely and tightly by the NRL 360 staff. So I can see why he's a bit up in arms about this. Only their football has saved them. So that's a few excerpts because Cleary...
Wasn't holding back.
Ivan Cleary got asked after the game, what do you think about Salmon's try? And he goes, well, that's just karma. That's good karma.
Yeah.
And Kenty's gone, well, you were sad last year and now you're not sad, so how can that be? Right? And it's just absolutely befuddled the man.
So you're not allowed to have a personality in the NRL?
Well, this is the
Kent?
thing. So Kenty last year was blowing up Deluxe about how there's no characters in State of Origin time.
Right.
But the difference is... his friend Ricky Stewart got insulted. So that's the problem here. So I thought I'd take that absolute garbage mumbo jumbo and try and translate it into what he actually meant for the people.
I just want to know why he sits up so straight all the time.
So this is what he actually meant.
Okay.
I'm a messy baby.
Oh my God.
What he actually...
Yeah, okay.
Oh, you crying? Oh, shit.
Oh, I got a stitch.
Where? I'm a massive baby, hypocrite baby boy who thinks my mate, grown man Ricky Stewart, needs me to go and bat for him on NRL 360. I wish the Panthers didn't win so much because then I could hate on them even more.
Yeah, that checks out.
Guess what, Kenty? Winners win, brah. And when you win, you can do what you want. So if you, Ricky, Para, or the Tigers are upset, beat them.
Yeah.
Beat them and do what you want.
I can't even...
But until then, you just look like betas and the Penrith Panthers can do really whatever they want with you.
It's just sad, isn't it?
Very, very sad.
Fuck, he has a sook. He might be worse than that old cunt they get on there. What's his name?
Buzz. What's the buzz? But yeah, that's what... Was that a good translation?
I liked it. That took a real left turn to what I was expecting. Fuck.
Speaking about the Tigers, and I don't want to beat up on them too much because it's just so easy now. It's almost low-hanging fruit, right?
Yeah.
But I saw a statistic from them today.
Okay.
It blew me out of the fucking water, Jordan.
Okay.
All right, so The Magpies and West merged in 2000.
Yeah.
They've had 23 years of football in the NRL. How many times do you think the West Tigers have played finals footy in the last 23 years?
Finals, full stop. Not even to go through.
Finals footy.
Maybe like 8?
4 times. 4 times in the last 23 years have they played finals footy.
Fuck.
It's disgraceful. I was saying this on Saturday night because our mates are Tigers fans. I feel bad for them. They have such a big fan base.
Yeah.
The idea that this club gets to continue. Last year they made more money than they ever have in the history of the club.
With spooners.
That's the
With
problem.
getting the
That's
spoon.
obviously the problem. They don't care.
Yeah.
But it got me thinking.
Okay.
What are some disgraceful sporting records?
All right.
Or not exactly disgraceful, but borderline funny. All right?
Okay.
What are some of the wildest sporting records all time? Obviously, you got St Kilda not winning a finals match
Well,
since
they're going all right this
2004.
year. They're going all right this
Oh,
year.
no, Essendon, sorry, not winning a finals match since 2004.
Saints, their 150th year.
Yeah, all that
They're
stuff.
actually on
But
top of the table this time.
I went to the well and I found some good gear for this podcast.
Okay.
Some statty talk that everybody loves so much.
All right. Hit us with the numbers, mate.
Let me know if you've heard of some of these absolutely incredible records that these teams hold.
Yeah.
The Prairie View A&M Panthers hold the record for the most consecutive losses in Division 1 college history. After a loss in 1989, it was not until 1998 did they win another game. 80 straight losses.
Holy shit.
Isn't that just wild? 80 straight losses spanning almost a decade.
Right.
Almost a decade.
That is cooked.
Another one.
How are you giving out scholarships to that college?
And they're a Div 1 side.
Fucking hell.
The worst ever NCAA football humping. Cumberland versus Georgia Tech.
Yeah.
This was in 1916. Georgia Tech counterparts racked up 1,620 rushing yards on 40 attempts. They didn't throw the ball once. Cumberland rushed 27 times for minus 96 yards.
Holy shit.
They found themselves down 126-0 at halftime before losing the game 222-0.
Fuck. So what you're saying is they took the gas off halfway through there.
222-0. So what happened was
That's hard to do.
Cumberland are a Tennessee-based NCAA team. They cancelled their football program.
You would.
But because Georgia Tech were already signed up to play against them, Georgia Tech said, no, you're not allowed to cancel. You have to play us. So they put together a ragtag bunch. And this was in 1916. So the rumor goes, the year before, Cumberland actually beat Georgia Tech in baseball 22-0.
Okay.
So that's why the coach kept the foot on the pedal until they were able to pump them 222-0.
Fuck, you're running drills at that point, aren't you?
Isn't that just crazy?
Holy shit.
In actual professional sport here, all-round good guy, Brett Favre, most career interceptions in the NFL. 336 interceptions. Wow. He also got sacked 525 times, which is also a record.
I mean, that says less about him, though, more about his...
Well, speaking about him, he also holds the record, allegedly, of most Missouri pension money stolen by one man. So... He's got a trifecta of records there, old Brady Favre does. Allegedly.
Hey, don't talk shit about the Packers, mate. They're all right. He's all right.
For those of you that don't know that story, look it up. Wild.
Yeah.
Most home runs allowed by a pitcher.
Okay.
Jamie Moyer. So we'll play a bit of a game on this one.
All right.
So the only person that came close to this record was Warren Spahn, who gave up 434 home runs. So how many...
Is this over his career?
Over his career. 434 home runs he gave up. So who do you reckon holds the record? Like Jamie Mayer, what do you reckon the record is?
I reckon if that's the second guy, maybe like 600?
It's 522.
Okay.
Which is, you kind of took the air out of it there, Jordan.
Mate, sorry.
That's pretty crazy. Over 25 years, 522 home runs to give up.
25 years?
No, that's bad. Considering the next closest was almost 80 away.
Yeah, true. Yeah, okay.
But this is the best one. This is the best sporting record I've ever seen.
Okay.
It actually defies belief. Reggie Strickland has the most pro boxing losses. A record. 276 losses in 363 fights.
Holy shit. The bloke's a punching bag, isn't he?
He once fought 13 times in 1 month.
What year was this?
A reporter once asked him point blank, "What do you do to train for a fight?" Reggie said, "I don't."
Is he just a confidence man that they bring in someone to beat?
He's like a journeyman. He actually even said some of those losses were controversial.
Really?
The numbers don't back that up, Reggie.
Give him an extra 7.
To be fair to him, he only got knocked out 63 times.
Oh, is that it?
The rest did go to decision, so there could be some shenanigans going on.
Send him
but
to
then
Canada.
again, I don't trust a man that's been knocked out 63 times to have too much judgment.
Send him off to Canada.
The only reason he stopped fighting is just got too old. He didn't hang up the boots. He had to retire.
They retired him.
Crazy.
That's fucking nuts.
13 fights in one month.
Yeah.
Jesus. And I thought I was battling. Jesus Christ. How good's that?
Yeah, well, terrible. Really.
All right, should we get to these calls?
Just before we get into the calls, we were talking about the Tigers before.
Yeah, obviously, as we do so well.
Did you see they tried to pick up Mitch Pearce last week?
Yeah, how weird is that?
Didn't go well.
No.
But I could see what they were thinking, though.
What?
You know, they've looked over at the Bulldogs. Canterbury doing pretty well. Mm. They're thinking, let's bring in someone that fucks the Dogs.
Fuck me.
And maybe we won't get Spoon this year. We can boot them back down to Spoon. That's the thought process.
They needed a true blue dog fucker.
Mate,
that's what they needed.
That's the 4D chess they're playing here with us.
Tell you what, I wish we had a dog fucker on Sunday night. The Cows, I tell you. Dogs fucked us.
That's pretty brutal. Did you watch it?
Bro, it's so funny. So I missed the first bit of the game.
Yeah.
I was watching a movie on Sunday night. Sunday night, historically in my household, is movie night. And there's nothing you can do or say about it, even if the Cows are playing. It is what it is. But I might have strategically planned the movie so it would finish just in time for me to watch the end of the game.
You picked a good 90-minute movie.
And so I go, all right, love, I'm just going to go to the Donny, go downstairs to the toilet, get it up on the KO, just in time to watch the Fox score in the 79th minute, send it to Golden Point, and I got to watch that whole thing on my Donny. That was the best place to be shitting myself, I tell you that. But it hurt. It hurt a lot.
It would have.
It hurt a lot.
A bit rough. Shit ending.
Literally.
Yeah.
Literally.
All right, let's get into the calls.
Have you ever felt like this? How strange things happen
What is this?
when you're going around the twist. Oh, have you heard about the bird and the spider that wiggled and wiggled?
What is this?
Jiggled
Is this you?
spider?
Yeah.
Oh, have you ever felt like this?
Why?
Work drinks.
This was at 1 a.m.
I know.
You're going around the twist. Round the twist.
There you go. Just a gift for you, mate. Got home from work drinks, shifted a couple of bourbons around.
What was that about? Anyway.
I actually was watching Round the Twist. Got home, put it on.
Oh, that was good.
Yeah.
Good stuff,
You're
Jordan.
welcome. It's just as easy as that, guys. You can get absolutely blind and leave a message. Just proving a point.
That was good. That was good.
Nah, you're welcome.
Thanks for that.
Yeah.
All right, gents, it's the Northgate Numpty here. It was good to meet you blokes
Joshy.
tonight.
Northgate Numpty.
G'day, Joshy.
Last night, fuck.
You had a few.
At the Caco before the Broncos game. You can probably pin who this is now, but we'll keep my face under wraps.
We weren't supposed to say his name.
I'm just calling up to talk about one of your topics on the most recent potty.
Okay.
The socks and shoes debacle, where you asked to put on sock, shoe, or sock, shoe.
Yeah.
I do something a bit different. So I get home from work, uniform off, jump in the shower, and before bed I put my socks on. A new, fresh, clean pair every day. It just saves an extra 10, 15 seconds in the morning because I'm lazy and I wake up late some days, most days. So it's not going to be a dirty pair every night into bed. It's always fresh, clean pair.
Allegedly,
Is that
so
a
he
carry-on
says.
or what? Yeah, it's good in winter. Keeps me feet nice and fucking warm. but I just want to know what you think about it. And cheers.
Here's what I think, mate. You're fucked.
Is that a ruck infringement?
Oh, it might be.
Ruck infringement. I can't get
meters.
behind that. I can't get behind socks to bed.
Yeah, that's gross.
Do you
What
wear-
about in summer? How sweaty would you be?
Well, I mean, all that for 15 minutes in the morning.
15 seconds.
15 seconds in the morning.
Sorry, mate. I didn't realize you were so fucking busy.
Yeah, those 15 seconds really add up.
Yeah,
over the
shit.
course of your lifetime.
Busy enough that you hung out with us for like 6 hours downstairs.
If you think about it, you're not saving the 15 minutes. You're just moving seconds.
Stop doing it.
You're not moving. I'm going to kill myself.
You're not saving the 15 seconds. You're moving it. I think that's what you're trying to say. But honestly, I feel differently about Josh now, having looked at him in the fucking eyes on
this
Saturday.
is a man that came to the Caxton Hotel.
Knowing-
Can you believe that? They let him through the front door.
Knowing that
through the
he's
front door he walked.
knowing that he's had those socks on for like 16 hours.
How many? I've never put socks on after, especially after a shower too. You're trapping that moisture.
Yeah.
Immediately.
Yeah, you wake up
Depending
with
on
all
the
the-
thickness and polyester build of the sock,
That's true.
trapping that. You're trapping that moisture overnight.
Yeah.
I mean, how dry can you get a foot after the shower?
You can give it a red hot crack. I don't know.
He'd have to be getting it pretty dry. So you're
Well, then you're losing time drying your feet extra.
Yeah.
So there's your 15 seconds.
gone, torn up. I'd rather say 15 seconds getting into bed after a hard day of yakka like me and the common man do.
Well, maybe he saved up his 15 seconds and he left a minute 15 voicemail just for us.
He's been saving up all week.
That's
for that.
the whole work week.
He's been saving up all week.
Yeah, shout out Josh, mate. You're welcome for that drink, mate. All good.
Go the Tigers.
Oh, how'd that go for you, bro?
Pretty happy with himself. in the
Oh,
background.
no.
Gentlemen, it's just the Northgate Numpty again. I just wanted to
he's
add
back
also
again.
on Saturday night how horny you looked, Tommy, when I told you that the Red Rooster in Suncorp Stadium
Oh, if
was
only we
open.
knew. If only we knew.
Thought I was lying.
If only we
Walked
knew.
down there, and your eyes lit up. It was the most amazing thing I've ever seen in my life. I couldn't believe it. But I told you, I'm never
Mate.
wrong.
High highs, even lower lows after
Well, that's
that for
right.
you.
And almost, could I put the blame of how high and mighty I felt walking into Suncorp Stadium strictly onto the Northgate Numpty?
I would.
I could put 100%. And you know what? You don't get to name yourself on this podcast. You're officially known as the Sock Bandit.
Fuck, that's crook. The overnighter.
So listen, the overnight Sock Bandit, the
Yeah.
overnight train, Sock Bandit, everything. I can go all day on this. You're
That's
also,
fucked.
who's to say? Because he did come up to me and he did let me know about how the Red Rooster was open, and I did look so excited.
You were excited.
Now it's starting to make sense, Jordan.
Right.
The BBB hat, the BBB shirt.
Oh, no.
I have a feeling that maybe Darcy and Klutz knew.
Inside man.
They knew about the absolute shambles of that Red Rooster, and they've sent one of their own in dirty socks to bring me down. I can see through you. You can't get it past me.
Fix your life.
It's not
fucking,
Donny Sports for nothing.
What are we calling him? The sock bandit.
Get the Sock Bandit. Get him. We're doing Donny socks. I know that much.
Donny sock.
We're
Absolutely.
doing Donny socks. I know
Overnighters.
that much.
You're overnighters. Fuck, that's not good.
It's not good at all.
Actually, hang on. Almost forgot. You got hit up again. You said by the Titans mascots.
Oh yeah, the Titans mascot.
Yeah, what happened there? You told me you messaged. You didn't say what.
All right, let me find it here.
For those who don't remember, we talked about Blade, the Titans mascot, the new one. Looks pretty fucked.
Yeah.
The older one was better, and then the older mascot's son messaged us. Messaged the podcast. Now he's a friend of the show. I would consider him.
Oh, absolutely, I'd consider him that. So OG Blades boy reached out again.
Yeah.
OG Blades boy, he goes, "Hey boys, just caught up on the pod. I can in fact confirm I'm not the new Blade, and the suit gets dry cleaned. Both things that I
Fuck, there you go.
I don't agree with, and there's no proof. So I said we're going to need a little bit more proof than
You reckon he puts that on overnight
Because-
too and sits in it all?
because we said that we reckon there's a good chance that the new Blade
Yep.
is OG Blade's boy,
Yep.
and I'm still not totally convinced that it's not.
I wouldn't be.
So I said, mate, I'm going to need a little bit more proof out of you to prove that you're not the new Blade.
Okay.
He goes, well, there's a bit of a story, which already had me intrigued.
Strap in. I
live in Rocky and work in the CQ coal mines. The old boys juggled the Titans mascot gig as well as the Burleigh Bears mascot, Beefer. Yes. He's done hundreds of Intra Super Cup games and he loves it, lives and breathes it, and gets a high out of putting smiles on faces. Lovely.
Overall,
Still nothing about you not double-crossing the old boy. Anyway,
Yep.
I always thought he was crazy. So when the CQ Capras advertised for a mascot a couple years ago, I applied and I was Colonel Capra for the Capras mascot for 4 seasons.
Fuck
Nothing
me.
but a family membership so my kids could watch their dad, me, on the sidelines. On the sidelines, entertaining. It was such a rush. In the suit, you just transform into this character and no one knows who it is. The guy in the suit really needs to be in it for the right reasons. I can honestly say the OG Blade has a heart of gold and is there for the right reasons. And I just think it's so lovely that it stayed in the family.
I like that.
You know, you pass down that type of thing. You know, I was once a man in a suit. Now my son is a man in the suit. Kind of like a doctor is a man in a gown and he passes down, I assume, the stethoscope through the ages. I don't know how it really works.
Stethoscope?
I don't know what it is.
Yeah,
The
okay.
Stegosaurus, he passes it down through. I don't know. I just think it's nice that it stayed in the family.
I like that too, and they're doing it for the right reasons. You can't hate on this guy. Heart of gold, like you said.
And that's what I thought as I read it. I thought, yeah, that's awesome that he's, you know, he loves it. He's helped out the CQ Capras.
Yep.
But the more I thought about it,
Okay.
if his dad moonlighted as Beefer, what's to stop this bloke moonlighting as New Blade?
Fuck, more questions have arisen.
Absolutely fucking nothing, Jordan.
He's got-
nothing stops him.
He's got the mascot experience.
Yeah, well,
He's got the in with the Titans.
we're looking for someone that has been around the Titans, loves the Titans, and is a pretty good mascot.
Well, here's the fuck thing. This is what I've been thinking about since you said it.
Yep.
He said that once you get in the suit, no one knows who you are.
But we do know who you are, mate.
That's
We do know who you are. You're the new Blade, bruh.
pretty fucking incriminating,
You
mate.
can't. Just hasn't he handed it to us on a silver fucking platter. So he wants to bring families together. We're here to tear yours apart.
You cunts are too happy.
Don't
mate.
be mad at me for pointing out that you double-crossed the old boy.
Yeah.
Anyway,
We're on to you.
long live OG Blade and death to New Blade. See you all on Friday.
Have a good one.
How rogue was that?